One of the most entertaining 40 plus minutes of football I have ever seen in my life. Chelsea out on away goals. I just can't even contemplate it. It was just, it had everything. It had red cards, it had goals, it had passion, it had tackles. It was just a fantastic spectacle, which proves once again why the UEFA Champions League is the best tournament to watch on a year-by-year basis. No comparison whatsoever. PSG now go through to the next round after a 2-2 draw at Stamford Bridge. They go through on away goals. Just astounding. So let me try and take you through it. I love this. I'm not a fan of PSG or of Chelsea. I've been classed as biased in the Chelsea standpoint. But I just love to see a team that deserves to win. They were just put under scrutiny from the start by Chelsea players surrounding the referee after, yes, a late tackle from Zlatan Ibrahimovic. No studs showing, not two-footed, but he gets sent off because the players just crowd round him and start to scream and shout in his face as if he's just broken Oscar's leg, who does deserve an Oscar for that reaction, to be fair. It was late, yellow card definitely, not a red card. It could have ruined PSG's chances and it would have been unfair to them. But what do? They rally together. Laurent Blanc has got a great team there that knows how to put in a performance. They don't let anything get them down, and they managed to rally together to rise up to the occasion against Jose Mourinho's team, who, if he's gone out and saying that the PSG are the most aggressive, does he have to look at his own team, specifically Diego Costa, to realise that he has one of the most undisciplined players in the world at the moment? Happens to be one of the best players, but so undisciplined, getting in everyone's faces again, almost getting a red card at the end because he can't take losing, trying to fight with Cabaye. It was shocking. But I'll tell you, again, to get to the goals, this is just the red card. Gary Cahill, against the run of play, capitalises on poor defending from PSG in the box and just puts it in the back of the net, and you're thinking, Chelsea, will they drive this one through? Will they finally close the game out? Because this is what Jose Mourinho's good at. It was 0-0 for the majority of the game. They could have went through with a scoreless result, but PSG did not sit down and take no for an answer. David Luiz, you expect it to be maybe a free kick for him, but one thing you have to give him a credit for is he's great in the air as well. Rises above Ivanovic, header off the underside of the bar. His reaction, his face, again, priceless, like he did in the World Cup. That crazy look of just sheer passion, and that's one thing I give him credit for. He may not be the best player at times, but he does not lack passion one bit. Then goes into extra time. Thiago Silva, a just moment of madness, jumping with his hands in the air. He turns from villain to hero in the split seconds that it happened in between. Hazard slots it away, no problem, confident, lets the keeper dive one way, puts it the other way. Great confidence, great composure from Hazard, and you're thinking Chelsea now, finally, they're going to go through. But no, not again, in one of the best headers I have ever seen in the UEFA Champions League. And I say that fully aware that there's been tons of goals scored in the Champions League with the head, some beautiful strikes. But Thiago Silva, in that moment, to send the team through after giving away a penalty, I felt the passion from him. I was almost in tears watching him celebrate, because it's just a moment that brings football into a fantastic light. Rises up above 2 or 3 defenders from 12 to 14 yards out to beat Courtois, who is one of the best goalkeepers in the world, if not at the moment the best. To beat him with a looping header from that distance and run over to your crowd and celebrate, I just wished I was him in that moment. And that is why football is the best sport that it is in the world, and that's why it's transcendent worldwide, because the face of Thiago Silva will be on every single newspaper tomorrow because he sent his team through with a fantastic header. Captain supreme. They celebrate with their fans at the end, rightly so. Diego Costa, as I said, getting in their faces. Ignore it. Not a Chelsea fan, I'm not a PSG fan, I'm a fan of football. That was what this was. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe to TYT Sports.